Hi guys, welcome back. I am back. I hope everyone is doing well and in good spirits. Today's movie review is called Secret Thing. Every Secret Thing. It came out in 2014, and I watched it on YouTube. It starred Dakota Fanning as Ronnie Fuller, Diane Lane as Helen Manning, Danielle McDonald as Alice, Elizabeth Banks as Detective Nano, Nate Parker as Detective Kevin, Tanya Patano as Clarice. She owned a bakery. Common was in the movie. He played Devlin. Bran Norquist, Sarah Sokolovic. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing. Eve Grace Kellner, Bill Sage, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Julito McCullum. This movie was heartbreaking in moments. Dakota, who played Ronnie Fuller, she played a dark role as the older Ronnie, and if you watch the movie, you'll see why. If that became her, or one of her, I don't want to say characteristics, or maybe her personality. Both girls were outcasts to their peers. Young Ronnie didn't try to fit in. It was like she understood she wasn't a part of the in crowd, like wrong side of the tracks type thing. Alice wanted it so bad to be with the in crowd. At the beginning of it, you'll see them young, Ronnie and Alice, and they were at a party, at a birthday party. They were invited to by some other girls their age. And Alice, she wanted to embarrass Ronnie. It was only after her present didn't get the attention she desired that she realized that she was no different from Ronnie in the other young girl's eyes. But Alice, at that age as well, she just wanted to be loved and accepted. Diane Lane played Alice's mother, Helen Manning. If you remember Diane Lane, she played in one of the Superman movies, and she also played in the movie with Wesley Snipes, Murder on 1600. I think that's what it's called. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me, guys. I blame Alice's mom, played by Diane Lane, Helen Manning, for how Alice felt. It was almost like she wished Ronnie was her daughter, because Ronnie and Alice did have some type of friendship, but it was almost like, too, that Helen put more attention into Ronnie. She wasn't forcing Alice to be friends with her. It was like she was replacing Alice in a way. Like, this is the daughter she always wanted, in a sense. Now, the scenes with them taking the baby seemed unreal, but once you get down to the meat and bones of it, you realize who was the deviant. The movie would have you believe Ronnie was the darker of the two, but then you see the normal child as the scene with her knocking on the door where the baby is in his carriage on the porch. The movie gives away some of the details as to who committed the kidnapping. Like the one scene where Ronnie is holding the baby and Alice is saying, "Let's take her back," then changes just that quick with "she is pretty." It seemed neither were scared. Then the scene where Alice is holding the baby and Ronnie asking, can she hold her? But Alice refuses to let her. What 7-year-old is calm and reserved about a baby they've taken, having no clue how to take care of one? We also see Ronnie's compassion for the baby, her guilt when she shows up at Helen's house. I couldn't imagine being that young, having to spend your younger years to late teens in a prison or a detention center. To me, Alice was misguided and unloved because her mother didn't or couldn't give her that. She was creepy. Alice was, but again, the deception from her own mom made her that way. Alice getting pregnant at a young age and having to give her baby up because her mom doesn't want the baby because she never wanted Alice. You could tell that the type of person she was from the interaction with the parent at the school. It gave me prejudice vibes, like you're forcing a kid to express themselves in your way. She didn't handle that very well. It was like projection, like forcing something because of how you were or were not raised. That is what led Alice to deceit, to walk around all day looking for the piece of her that was lost. This movie was sad in a sense that Ronnie was the good-hearted one, only to be attached to someone with ill intentions, even at a young age. Helen had bore a sociopath, a person with no sympathy, compassion, or heart. She was hurting, and it stemmed from earlier on. Helen had no compassion for her own daughter. Helen had no love for her own daughter. If you look at the movie, you'll get the sense that Helen was embarrassed by her daughter. And we all know parents like that, toxic parents like that. And Alice was hurting. This didn't just start when she went to the detention center. Alice was hurting. Alice wanted to be loved. So by them taking and kidnapping that baby, Alice wanted to give that baby something that she never had. But again, at the young age that they were, you had no idea or no clue how to take care of a child. So, the dude, Rodrigo, now when Alice was in the detention center, she hooked up with a young guy. His name was Rodrigo. He worked at the detention center.